Imagine one beautiful day, you are sitting next to the woman you love. Everything seems perfect, but suddenly, a small story about your past is revealed. The atmosphere suddenly became tense. She said nothing, just looked at you with suspicious and hurt eyes. What happened? What turned a peaceful evening into a nightmare? Today, Morgan will share with you 7 things that a man should always hide from women based on the principles of Stoicism. Would you know that withholding some information not only helps protect the relationship, but also helps you become stronger and more stable in the eyes of your partner? Let's explore each one with Morgan and ask yourself, am I sharing too much? For example, did you know that revealing your low self-esteem can make her lose respect? Or could your opposing thoughts be the cause of unnecessary conflicts? My friends, please take a moment to reflect on these things. Morgan not only wants to share useful lessons, but also hopes to help you find balance in life and love. Morgan believes that, with these tips, you will not only maintain a good relationship, but also help yourself become more mature. Before we get started, please do Morgan a favor and leave a comment. I'm ready for a new journey, and we'll explore further and find out why keeping some things private can help the relationship. Your life becomes easier and happier. In moments of sincere sharing, sometimes we don't realize we've hurt or misunderstood the other person. And those things are the source of discord and conflict. So, have you ever thought that it is secret thoughts, inner struggles, bad habits, or unrealistic dreams that can make a relationship tense? Sometimes, a little secret is the necessary spice to keep love fresh and full of surprises. A strong and successful man like famous actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everyone knows him as a strong, confident, and resilient person. But did you know that even people like him have faced low self-esteem and fear? Indeed, even the strongest symbols have moments of weakness. But what makes them different? That is how they manage and hide their insecurities. And this is the first thing that Morgan wants to share with you. Number 1. Insecurities. In the spirit of Stoicism, maintaining self-esteem is an important factor in helping a man maintain respect and trust from those around him, especially women. Morgan wants to share with you why this is important and how to do it effectively. Inferiority, if left unchecked and hidden, can be the cause of many relationship problems. When we reveal too much about our fears and insecurities, we can unintentionally make the other person feel pressured and lose trust. Have you ever thought that sharing too much about these things makes women feel insecure and doubt your ability to face life's challenges? Morgan recalls the words of philosopher Epictetus: "We are not disturbed by things, but by how we see things." Keeping our low self-esteem private doesn't mean we deny or avoid them, but rather we learn to manage and view them in a more positive and powerful way. This helps us not only maintain confidence, but also create a stable, trustworthy image in front of women. So how can we hide these insecurities and still live true to ourselves? Morgan encourages you to educate yourself through learning and personal development. Find activities and hobbies that help you feel more confident and strong. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and push your limits. When you feel confident on the inside, you will naturally not need to show your insecurities on the outside. Morgan also wants to hear your opinions on this issue. What moments of low self-esteem have you encountered, and how did you overcome them? Please share your story in the comments section below. Your experiences and lessons can be a valuable source of inspiration for many others. Dear friends, Morgan is very grateful to share with you about hiding insecurities to maintain confidence and trust in relationships. But that's not all. A strong and resilient man not only knows how to hide his insecurities, but also learns how to manage internal conflicts. Think about the long nights you spent tossing and turning, fighting with yourself about decisions and choices in life. These conflicts not only exist in your thoughts, but also affect your actions and emotions every day. Like a mirror reflecting the soul, these internal struggles, if left unchecked, can make us easily swayed by external pressures. Just like when you hide your self-esteem to maintain a strong image, managing internal conflicts is also how you protect yourself and your relationship. Morgan will explore with you how to overcome these inner struggles, turning them into inner strength to help you be more steadfast in life and love. Let's continue this journey with Morgan to better understand how to control and resolve inner conflicts, maintain peace of mind and stability in relationships. Are you ready? Let's move forward with Morgan. Number 2. Inner conflicts. Imagine a quiet evening. You're sitting alone in your room. A dim light shines through the window, and thoughts begin to swirl in your head. You think about the decisions you've made, the choices you're facing, and the silent struggles inside your mind. These internal conflicts, although small, have tremendous power, affecting both our moods and actions. Morgan wants to tell you a story about Alexander, a friend of mine. Alexander is a very successful person at work, but always faces internal conflicts about the balance between work and family life. He always wondered if he did the right thing by spending too much time on his career and forgetting about his family. It was these thoughts that gave him sleepless nights, and with each passing day, he felt more tired and stuck. But you know, inner conflicts don't have to be a burden if we know how to manage them. In the spirit of Stoicism, we need to learn to accept what cannot be changed and focus on what is within our control. Philosopher Epictetus once said, "Happiness and freedom begin with understanding that some things are within our control and some are not." Morgan wants to advise you to look at inner conflicts as an opportunity for personal development. Instead of letting negative thoughts dominate, ask yourself, what is most important to me? What can I do to improve this situation? When you identify your core values, internal conflicts will gradually be resolved more clearly and rationally. And do you know, keeping our inner conflicts under control not only helps us feel more peaceful, but also makes our relationships stronger. When your mind is peaceful, it is easier to listen and understand others, thereby creating stronger and deeper connections. Morgan looks forward to hearing your stories. How have you ever faced internal conflicts? What did you do to overcome them? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your stories can be a great inspiration for many others. Thank you for listening and accompanying Morgan on his journey to discover life's values. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Once we have found a way to accept and control our inner struggles, we will feel lighter and more at peace. And the next step in this journey is to identify and overcome bad habits, things that not only harm our health and spirit, but also affect those around us. Think of a bad habit you've always wanted to give up. Maybe it's staying up late, wasting money, or neglecting to exercise. These habits, when left unchecked, will silently gnaw at us and hinder our personal and relationship growth. We may have tried many times to change but failed, and inner conflicts are often the main reason. Now that we understand and resolve our inner struggles, we will have the strength and determination to acknowledge and change bad habits. Morgan will explore with you how to overcome these habits, turn them into positive actions, and bring positive change to your life. Number 3. Bad habits. Have you ever decided to change a bad habit that has haunted you for a long time? You look in the mirror and say to yourself, "Today, I will start a new life." But then, as the days pass, old temptations and habits creep back in. Have you ever wondered why changing a bad habit is so difficult? In life, each of us has bad habits that we want to give up, be it laziness, unhealthy eating, or even wasteful spending. These habits not only affect our health and spirit, but also reduce the quality of life and relationships around us. Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to them." This means that, although we cannot avoid temptations and bad habits, we can learn to manage and change them through patience and determination. Morgan wants to share with you a story about Lisa, a close friend of mine. Lisa has always had difficulty controlling her diet. She often eats fast food and skips breakfast, leading to poor health and feeling tired throughout the day. But then, she decided to change. Lisa started by learning about nutrition, planning healthy meals, and setting small daily goals. Every time she feels difficult, she remembers the words of Epictetus and reminds herself that change takes time and perseverance. So how can we change bad habits? Morgan encourages you to start with small steps. Identify the bad habits you want to change. Make a specific plan and take it step by step. Don't be too hard on yourself when you encounter failure, but see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Have you ever experienced difficulties in changing bad habits? What habits have made you feel stuck, and what have you done to overcome them? Please share your story in the comments section below. Your experiences will be a great source of motivation for many others. It can be seen that as we strive to improve ourselves, we cannot avoid small failures along the way. Remember, changing bad habits is a process, and each step can be difficult. These small failures are not obstacles, but valuable lessons that help us improve. Every time you fall is an opportunity to get up stronger. When we face small failures, what matters is not how many times we fall, but how we learn and keep going. Don't let these failures discourage you, but consider them as stepping stones to success. Join Morgan to discover how to turn small failures into motivation to improve yourself, continuing your journey to become the best version of yourself. Are you ready? Number 4. Minor failures. Did you know A study has shown that 95% of successful people experience small failures before achieving their goals. This means that failure is not only an inevitable part of life, but also a stepping stone for us to progress. But how can we, especially men, effectively face and overcome these small setbacks? Morgan wants to tell you about a personal experience. When he first started his career, Morgan encountered many stumbles, from failures to convince partners to projects that did not achieve the desired results. These failures, although small, have left many negative emotions and low self-esteem. However, it was those stumbles that helped Morgan realize that failure is not the end, but an opportunity to learn and grow. The famous Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently." For men, keeping small failures private can help us maintain a strong and trustworthy image in the eyes of others, especially women. Not revealing these failures does not mean we deny them, but rather we learn to accept them and turn them into motivation to move forward. Morgan wants you to understand that hiding small failures is not an act of dishonesty, but a way to protect our spirit and maintain confidence. Think about it. Every time you share too much about your failures, will you feel more pressured and self-conscious? Sometimes, keeping these things to ourselves will help us have more time and space to think, find solutions, and move forward stronger. So, how can we overcome small failures without negative effects? Morgan encourages you to train yourself to have a resilient and optimistic spirit. Remember, every failure is a valuable lesson, and what matters is how we face and overcome them. Have you ever experienced any small failures? And how do you overcome them? Please share your story. Morgan believes that your experiences can be a great inspiration for many others. Dear friends, stumbles on life's path not only help us grow, but also teach us valuable lessons about patience and confidence. But sometimes, what makes us wonder is not only our failures, but also the opposing thoughts within ourselves. Imagine you have just experienced a small failure and two opposing thoughts appear in your mind. One side wants to give up, the other side urges you to continue. These opposing thoughts, if not managed, can lead to confusion and instability. That is when we need to learn how to listen and consider these thoughts to find the right direction. Morgan will explore with you how to confront the opposing thoughts in your mind, turning them into motivation and wisdom to move forward. Are you ready? Let's join Morgan in the next topic: how to manage opposing thoughts to maintain your soul and direction in life. Number 5. Opposing thoughts. Have you ever encountered this situation? You and your partner are chatting happily when suddenly a sensitive topic comes up. You begin to feel a stream of opposing thoughts rising in your mind. Part of you wants to express your point of view, but part of you wants to stay silent to avoid conflict. These opposing thoughts can leave you feeling conflicted and unsure of what to do. In Stoic philosophy, confronting opposing thoughts is an important part of self-management and self-development. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "A truly strong man is one who can control his thoughts." This means we must learn to manage and reconcile opposing thoughts to keep our minds at peace and our relationships stable. James, a close friend of mine, he is a very intelligent person and always has deep thoughts about many issues. However, he often encounters opposing thoughts, especially when talking to his wife. Whenever they discuss important issues, James always feels conflicted between wanting to share his opinion and keeping quiet to avoid hurting his partner. It was these opposing thoughts that made him feel confused and stressed many times. Morgan wants to advise you that, when faced with opposing thoughts, take time to listen and consider. Ask yourself, what's really most important in this situation? Can I resolve this without causing conflict? Keeping opposing thoughts private is not an act of denying them, but a way of choosing what to share and what to withhold to protect peace and harmony in the relationship. Imagine, each opposing thought is like a new path opening before your eyes. Some paths lead to understanding and harmony, while others can lead to conflict and division. Choosing which path to take depends on your management ability and consideration. Morgan believes that, with patience and a Stoic spirit, you can effectively manage and reconcile these opposing thoughts. Have you ever encountered situations where opposing thoughts made you feel conflicted? How do you deal with those thoughts? Your experiences and solutions can be a great inspiration for many others. We have just discussed how to face and manage opposing thoughts. When we know how to listen and consider, these thoughts will no longer be obstacles, but become motivations to help us grow. But sometimes, in our search for balance and understanding, we also have to face unrealistic dreams that can derail our lives. We always have dreams that make you feel excited and full of energy, but there are also dreams that seem too far away and unrealistic. That's why we need to learn to distinguish between achievable dreams and unrealistic dreams, so that we can focus on more feasible and meaningful goals. Morgan will explore with you how to identify and adjust unrealistic dreams so we can live a more realistic and happier life. Number 6. Unrealistic dreams. One interesting thing is that famous stars like Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Hanks also cherished unrealistic dreams. It's surprising, isn't it? Sometimes, even the most successful people have unrealistic dreams that they have to learn to accept and adjust. In the spirit of Stoicism, managing unrealistic dreams is an important step toward living a balanced and happy life. Did you know that Epictetus once said, "The only thing under our complete control is our thinking." This means we have the right to choose how we perceive and react to our dreams. Morgan wants to tell you a personal story about facing unrealistic dreams. When he was young, Morgan dreamed of becoming an astronaut, exploring distant planets. However, as he grew up, Morgan realized that this dream, although beautiful, was not really suitable for his current abilities and conditions. Instead of continuing to chase an unattainable dream, Morgan learned to adjust and set more realistic goals, helping him go further in life and career. Hiding unrealistic dreams from women can help you maintain credibility and focus on attainable goals. When you share too much about your unrealistic dreams, you can make your partner feel insecure and doubt your ability to deal with reality. Remember, not all dreams need to be shared. Instead, spend your time and energy developing goals that are achievable and bring true happiness. Morgan encourages you to ask yourself, is this dream really possible? What can I do to make it come true? When you know how to evaluate and adjust your dreams, you will create a more balanced and happier life. Have you ever encountered unrealistic dreams that made you feel stuck? What did you do to overcome them? Morgan is happy to have explored with you how to adjust your unrealistic dreams to live a more realistic and happier life. But besides unrealistic dreams, there is one last important factor that helps us maintain confidence and respect in the eyes of others, especially women, which is secret plans. If you are cherishing a big plan, an ambitious personal project, you feel excited and energized, but also realize that keeping this plan a secret can create a pleasant surprise and avoid unnecessary pressure. Like regulating unrealistic dreams, keeping secret plans is also a way to protect our stability and confidence. Morgan will join you in the final topic: how to manage and keep secret plans to maintain confidence and create interesting surprises in life. Are you ready? Let's explore with Morgan. Number 7. Secret plans. Did you know that a recent study has shown that more than 70% of the most successful people often keep their important plans private before making them public? Isn't it amazing? This is not only a business strategy, but also a valuable lesson in everyday life. In the spirit of Stoicism, keeping secret plans not only helps us protect our confidence, but also creates pleasant surprises for those around us, especially for the women. Epictetus once said, "Happiness and freedom begin with understanding that some things are within our control and some are not." Keeping our plans secret is a way for us to control the factors that can affect our success. When Morgan started a big project, instead of sharing it from the beginning, Morgan decided to keep this plan a secret. This helps Morgan not only focus and perfect the plan, but also avoid pressure and judgment from others. When the project was completed and announced, everyone's surprise and impression brought great joy and pride. Keeping secret plans with women does not mean we are dishonest or distrustful of others. That's how we protect ourselves from external factors that can pressure or distract us from our goals. Think about it. If you shared every detail of your plan with others, would you retain your original focus and motivation? Morgan encourages you to ask yourself, does this plan need to be kept secret so I can focus and perfect it? How can I create the best surprise and impression? When you know how to keep your plans private and manage them wisely, you will find that your efforts will yield better results and bring more joy. Have you ever kept a secret plan? And how is the result? Your experiences and thoughts will be a source of motivation and valuable lessons for many others. Thank you for listening and joining Morgan in discovering valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Dear friends, together we discovered and analyzed the things a man should keep secret from women. These lessons not only help us become stronger and more confident, but also help maintain respect and love in the relationship. Morgan always believes that, with patience and determination, we can all change and improve ourselves. The things we have discussed are not just theories, but practical lessons that can be applied to everyday life. Morgan hopes that, through these shares, you will find motivation and inspiration to continue your journey of living a positive and happy life. Morgan would like to send sincere thanks to all of you who have listened and accompanied Morgan on his journey to discover the profound values of Stoic philosophy. You have joined Morgan to explore, share, and learn to live happier and more meaningful lives every day. How wonderful and appreciable this is. If you find this video useful, please help Morgan press the like button, comment 1, so YouTube will rate this video useful. Or you can share with friends and subscribe to Stoic Kingdom channel so you don't miss the next videos. In addition, you can watch other videos displayed at the end of this video. Morgan is very appreciative and grateful to you, wishing you always strong, confident, and happy.